Hey, it's Chris Roberts, President of the Board of the Narrows. Just want to say hello. And I also really want to say thank you for your understanding and patience with us as we're coming to this role of being on the board. We've had 100% new board members along with a new management company. It's been quite a task, if you could say, trying to get everything organized so that we can communicate with you like this a little more often. As you can see, we're standing in front of the pool. The reason I'm doing that, I really want to say thank you to Ashley and Kevin Fulkerson, along with their kids. If it wasn't for them, this pool wouldn't be where it is today. They got all the furniture pressurized. They brought out their own pressure washer, did all that for us, and really got that going. So I want to say thank you to them for that. And anybody that helped them that I just don't know who. The reason I want to stand here is I want to give you some safety tips. We've had a burglary here during the day here around one of the neighborhoods. So just let's be cognizant, keep your doors locked, keep your car doors locked if they're in a driveway. I'd suggest looking at getting a security system, a ring, a blink, something out there just to have a security system. So when think of that, change your batteries in your fire, alarms, whatever they're called, smoke detectors. And from there, just be cognizant of the things that could be going on around us. One of the reasons I want to stand in front of the pool and on the track is we're looking to do a couple of projects. If you notice the playground, we need new, I don't know what you call it, mulch, playground mulch. So we're going to look at getting that replaced. One thing that the board has decided to do is the track lighting. That has been a bear. Back in a couple of years ago, they put this track lighting, the previous board, it cost $25,000 to put this lights in. Obviously, that was a big chunk out of our reserve. And last year, they spent over $3,000 repairing each of these lights just to keep it going. As you can see, there's some of them just knocked down. We at the board, we've decided if they're knocked down, we're not replacing them. We're going to look at alternatives. We've already talked to a lot of outdoor lighting companies. There's other alternatives, some that are more, I guess, surface smooth, and possibly maybe the tall ones like we've got around the neighborhood. We've got to come up with an alternative because every time one of these knocks down, it's about a $300 pop. $300. And I think there's like 70 lights out here. So 300 times 70, I don't know. I don't know who wants to spend that much money on replacing track lighting, even though it's beautiful. So, with that said, that's kind of the big things we've got going on here. All right, so in regards to our money situation, just want to give everybody an input. Our operating account right now, we're around $135,000 in our operating account. In our reserve, we're putting $6,000 in this quarter. So that's going to be around, with the 50,000 CD, we're looking at about 79 to 80,000 in our reserve. So we're trying to build that back up. With that being said, with a budget of $296,000 that we expect to get every year with the $500 per household, we probably get around 246 of that. There's about 50,000 we do not get every year. In collections right now, we have about 30 to, maybe 40K. Could be higher, I gotta look at it again, but that's where we're looking. A lot of that's going into liens. That's how outstanding these things are. And then speaking of liens, Narrows Management's gonna be doing a lot more liens. And how it works, you'll get one 30-day notice, the second notice will come out after another 30 days, so you're looking at 60 days. After that second day notice, you can expect a lien. So we're looking at 90 days. By 90 days, you're gonna be getting a lien. I don't like liens, nobody likes liens, but it's the only way we can ensure we get our money. It's the only way. So understand if you see them, if you see that you're getting a lien, talk to us. Call Sherry, call the board, talk to the board, email the board. We can come up maybe with a payment plan, just something to help you. With that, because of our money situation, we've got a lot of projects. So take this into consideration. We only got about $135,000 operating. So we still got to operate. And we reserve with that $80K, we've got a $20,000 to $40,000 pool renovation we've got to do. I say that because we've had 3 or 4 quotes and they've ranged in that. We've got to do something with this lighting. The lighting situation, if we have to redo it, we're looking at $14,000 to $20,000 to redo the lights around the park. That's a lot of money. So, and at the same time, trying to rebuild the reserve. And we're doing all this so that we don't have to raise again the dues. And we're trying to do that within what we have today. And then one of the only ways we're going to be able to do it is if people pay their dues. That'll help. So, just want to let you guys know that. We have saved about $5,300 in budgeting in some of our expenses. We've actually got 2 quotes now and possibly a third on just re-landscaping. There's things that we're gonna have to look at. If we can get the same amount of service for a lower cost, we've got to look at it. And I will be candid. There's gonna be some stuff that we do not take care of that we have been in the past. So understand that, because when this neighborhood was built 20 years ago, the trees were knee-high. Now the trees are, as you can see, I'm under one. I remember when I moved out here, I think this tree wasn't no bigger than right here. Trees are everywhere. It's become the biggest issue. We cannot take care of every tree. And our covenants only say that we only have to take care of the dead ones, but it doesn't say we have to if we don't have the money. But we want to. But we can't take care of everything. So what we're gonna ask you is, or we're gonna let you, I should say, allow you as a homeowner. If you're up to a common area, nobody's managing those trees, you wanna cut those trees down or you wanna have them moved, you're more than welcome to do it. You gotta submit an ARC request and you have to use one of our approved vendors to do it. You cannot do it yourself, it's too much of a liability. But if you wanna move them, move them. We're saying about 20 to 30 feet back. You know, don't go all the way into the woods, 100 feet. But, you know, just to get it off your property if you have a concern. So we're gonna let everybody have that access. So just, like I say, just submit an ARC request, tell us what you're gonna do, and we'll get it approved. Who you're gonna use, we'll approve it. Hey, we're just coming to you about the zoning here now. If you notice, we've got some commercial land here for sale. The reason we need zoning, we've tried this before, we were shy just because the judge told us people that are in a trust, it's not legal. So we're having to redo it. We're about 100 shy of what we need to be. So we count them at the pool, at the sign-ins inside the library box. Take one for your neighbor. We need them signed. The reason we want this zoning is anything can go here without a say. So us being zoned gets us a seat at the table to have a say of what can go in and what cannot. So we need your help. Thank you.